Hey guys, I know I haven't posted in a while. It's May 27th, 5:45 p.m. And just before I kind of start, yapping and talking and everything, I appreciate the people that have been kind of wondering and asking me, giving me ideas for the next video. I know I haven't posted. I've been going through a lot of just internal problems that I keep spreading on to other people. And let me just go off and say I've been kind of struggling with a lot of aspects such as money, family, um, just the things I've been kind of talking about in the past, health, spiritual health, and just schooling in general. I think something to go off is first is my friendships. I think the first time that this kind of happened when I kind of screwed someone over and didn't really recognize it soon enough or really prioritized and made well known and kind of fixed, or not fixed, but started being more aware, but not fixing it because I was kind of in this scared box. I was talking with a friend. Um, I was talking with a friend, and they pointed out a lot of things that I needed to change. And I was kind of pissed and angry because that's like a part of who I was. At the time, I didn't really notice that I kind of felt that my ego got punctured. Like this is when I was on the high of life, big ego, had a lot of dreams coming along, and I started becoming kind of reckless, and I didn't think logically. I was basing all my decisions off my mood and emotions, um, and that also kind of strives towards my YouTube videos as well. I didn't really format it correctly. I just kind of wanted to create. Never thought about the pros and cons, the format, and this is probably going to be one of my first videos that I'm probably going to be formatting. And this kind of led to more problems with friendships, such as lifting. This I plagiarized a program that because of money. I was in desperate need of money. I wanted money because I was going broke. I couldn't really ask my family too much for money, and I know that I come with like expensive shit all the time, and you'd be like, "Oh, what the fuck, bro? Like you do this all the time, you spend all this money." But just kind of be in mind that I'm coming from this is from the past. This is not now. I know, like I made my mistakes, and I'm making an effort to make changes instead of kind of being more aware, right? Um, this is when I was like kind of getting hungry, um, and I did was needing macros and wanted money because I want spending money to go buy some other stuff. I wasn't really like I didn't really care. I just was greedy, right? That's the whole point. So I plagiarized, trying to make my own program to just get some quick cash, um, and it ended up kind of ruining a friendship that I had with one of my other homies, and I regretted it a lot. And I don't know why at the time, it just something kind of just took over me. Um, and I kind of lived with that for I've been living with that for the past couple of weeks. Luckily, my friend He's older. He kind of helped me out with, people make mistakes. It's the way they get back up and kind of how you progress beyond that, and knowing you learn from your mistakes and kind of choosing more habits, and as well as just being more organized or prioritizing and prioritizing and just more of critical thinking and learning, right? And so after that, I was kind of in distress because I didn't know I could be this type of way, and it was an accident. It was an accident, and I was pissed at myself and was becoming like really insecure. This also led to me not learning from my mistake because I was just stressed and I was being lazy because it didn't seem interesting or fun to kind of go through that. So I didn't want to go do it. And, that's not what discipline is, right? It's more of like motivation. So it also led to when I was talking to one of my best friends about this, um, it led to just more of constant, like mindlessly thinking and non control and just emotional thinking, adrenaline moment. Um, I fucked up one of my friends' like teeth and completely screwed him over. I sent him a message. I apologize, whatever. Right. At the time, I didn't really think about it, but the way that I worded it and the way that I didn't really think about it that much until now, really processing it now. I always talk, but I don't really act on it because I didn't know how to act on it. I didn't really ask for help. I didn't go towards resources. I didn't try to understand because I was more worried about other things in order to get in depth. I think the type of person I really am, that I started noticing that I really am, is I like to branch out and just kind of get the broad perspective of things and then just kind of leave it alone forever. I don't like to create a deep understanding of why I did it, ask questions, all those other things. And then I started also noticing this when it came to my schooling because I started getting worse grades. Being honest, I had like C's, B's. Back then I had like more D's and C's. I didn't care too much because I didn't want to I didn't want to I didn't want to admit that I was terrible at school and just kind of blamed like, oh, I'll get better at it, like I'll leave it alone. Things will get better, things will get easier, but no, life just gets harder the more you grow, and that's something that I really have to get through my thick ass head, dude. Like I'm so fucking stubborn, if I gotta be honest. Um, this led to a lot of mental insecurity because after I didn't even know what was going wrong and I didn't even want to try because I was just hopeless at that point. And I just wanted to have fun, try my best to do things, and it kind of worked. Like it did kind of work. I fixed out a lot of balance because I more emphasized balance when I tried fixing things more. And now I have C's. I'm more balanced with the gym and everything in general. I'm more balanced. Um, I'm a very reckless and kind of like emotionally driven person. So in the gym, I used to work out really hard and then get home. I'd be super burnt out. So I started balancing a lot more um, with just my life in general. To be honest, I did lack a lot of religion. I didn't really keep track on that. I felt like I didn't really deserve like anything that really was good and high and almighty. Like people that I recognize that are more above me, like God and people. I felt like I didn't really deserve those types of people in my life because I screwed up and fucked up so much. But when I started making this change, it made me learn a lot about just kind of being more alone, um, being happy being alone, and kind of getting things done. Um, and as well as just like not relying on other people for my mental blocks or to help me through that. I started to learn how to guide myself through that kind of like tunnel. And it led to kind of like a balance, like not super good, but not super bad. Like I'm passing right now. And also it made me learn how to take baby steps because I started noticing, right, mostly driven likes to take super big leaps. Didn't really think about anything, brute force through everything, right? Oh, I'm big and strong. Like I could just fucking deal with it. That's not really how a smart way to kind of go about it, but yeah. So I started kind of minimizing a little bit more of everything and kind of optimizing a little bit more, which led to a little bit of growth, like how I said. And now I'm at this point where I found some motivation and to kind of come back to this YouTube, more consistency in my life, and things like that. Because to the sole one purpose that I always keep talking about, and I always keep telling myself, asking for help and asking the most qualified people. I asked so many people, and they didn't even know it themselves because they never really educated themselves on it. And that's fair. I don't blame them. Um, I just didn't know where to kind of go from that, right? And so when I actually started asking not my most comfortable friends, but more of my most educated friends, they started giving me more information. Mentors, adults, right? That's when I really took it seriously. Um, I think mainly the main things I learned as well is to always have someone that can mentor you and someone that you can teach because both stimulate both learning. But yeah, that's pretty much what I want to talk about. And for those that are watching this video that I screwed over or anything, um, I'm not proud of what I did, and I'm trying to make a change And I know it's taken so long to do that. But I'm human, man. I get scared. I fuck up really badly. And yeah. And I'm sorry. Like, I don't know what else to say. I did try to mend like a little bit of those relationships. You know, some ties can only be um some ties can you can't really do anything about, right? Um but yeah, um I'm starting to make the steps to be more consistent, get back on track, and also kind of keep that aspect of high school life. I'm still a teenager, you know what I mean? Like, but yeah, thank you for watching. Um, I will try my best to make more videos, and I think the next one is probably gonna be about school. I'll probably just set a pull down, and I'll make a fucking video. All right. Um, see you guys, and thank you again.